Welcome to the Stock Market Morning Prep video for Friday, November the 7th. Markets green across the board yet again, but we continue to just kind of hover around the upper end of the range. It is definitely a bullish sign, but with the price action being very, very choppy and not necessarily going anywhere, we're in this range. I'll show that to you in the SPY charts, but nonetheless, we did get to manage put in a green day. Dow Jones up 69, almost 70 points. Nasdaq up almost 18 points. S&P up 764, and Russell up $4.79. So really less than 0.1% across the board. Very, very quiet. The week has been extremely quiet. Not much of anything going on, and you get something that's get a stock that's kind of moving and starts to follow through to the upside, and then you have this 10-15 minute candle just boom right down to the bottom, and then resume its uptrend. So it doesn't look like there's a lot of buyers supporting this move higher, or there's lack of buyers, I think. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Today's non-farm payroll numbers, so that's going to be interesting. We get the jobs number that comes out today, and we'll see. We'll see what happens here going into this month of November. Now, we usually have weakness that kind of subsides at the end of October, really puts in some sort of a bottom. Then we have the Santa Claus rally come into November and December. And then, of course, that January effect is always earlier and earlier every year. Markets have moved already pretty extensively from 2012. Let's just start at 2012 till now. But yes, we did have another 5% correction in October. And however, you can argue the fact that we have this V bottom that we rallied for 2 straight weeks. So it's a real tough call here to see which way this market wants to go. So we're going to let the market decide which direction it wants to take. And we're just going to sit back and wait and see where this market is headed. And we're just going to jump along that bandwagon, okay? I want to show you the weekly chart. As you can see here, we had this move right to that movement, right to that upper trend line that we had all the way back from early part of April. And now we're just kind of crawling up here on a weekly chart. So not bad, and we recovered nicely. We hit that right to the penny, and now we're looking to challenge the highs, actually make new highs. Now this is what I was telling you earlier in the video. You see these melted candles here, doji candles, indecision candles, whatever you want to call them. That's exactly what they are. They're indecision. We have long-legged dojis, regular dojis, hammers, and it's just right now what's just telling me, and you can label whatever you want, that we're not looking for any direction here, or the market can't find a direction. That's probably better to label that. And then yesterday we get this little pop-up out of this area of resistance. Now we need to know if this is for real. One day doesn't make a trend. So let's see if the market on today likes the non-farm payroll numbers, and then we continue to move higher. So if that is the case, and we continue to move higher today, sometime next week, if we get a little bit of a pullback, it would have to be a very shallow pullback, and it would have to stay above this 202 in the SPY. And if it does do that, then I think we have probably some sort of a meaningful base where we can take this area and easy to manage. You're below the trend line. But what's a little disturbing is we have no volume on this move, and I understand volume has been lackluster for many, many years, but volume does confirm a little bit of price, and this move here from this bottom doesn't tell me anything that I would really like to see. So, and if you look at the 8, the 20, the 50, we're way away from this averages, way away. So there is always revision to the mean that's going to happen, and at one point in time, it's going to come back. So I would be very cautious to look to add to any of these of the orders here. Now, if you're day trading, obviously it's a little different. But if you are trying to position yourself for a Santa Claus rally, let's get confirmation first before that rally is actually taking shape, okay? Now we have that 30-minute. You can see with my Bollinger Bands, we've literally have gone nowhere for 5 straight days, except yesterday where we did manage to eke out a little bit of a gain. And see, right about here, we started taking out that base, okay, right here. So, yes, it's very encouraging for the bulls, and as you can see here, we've literally just kind of sidestepped and really did not much of anything all this week. It was very, very boring. But remember, markets tend to consolidate more than they trend. So here you go, and now here's this little channel that we're in, and that's what the Bollinger Bands do here. They really They really give you an idea of where pressure is building in the market. And as you can see, when we get this little area here of consolidation, we start to break out. So we'll see if this one's for real. Here's the diamonds at all-time highs yet again, and just kind of hovering around here. As you can see, these doji candlesticks, and it's just a lot of indecision here. So it seems like the bulls and or buyers, if you will, are not excited about pushing this market higher, and the sellers aren't excited about pushing this market lower. So we're going to need another catalyst. Now, I thought Draghi would have been yesterday when he came out with his speech, very dovish, and I thought that market pushed it higher, but that it did, and that's really the reason why we were actually a little bit lower, but kind of just dropped. Market really didn't do anything and just kind of grinded higher and then pushed into the close. And here's the transports. Now, here's the bullish part of all of the 5 indices. Transports continue to really break out here as crude oil just continues to get decimated, as you can see. So we'll continue to move higher, and we're moving higher, pushing out to all-time highs. But again, 2 standard deviations away from the Bollinger Band. So we're logical starting. I would like to see a little bit of a pullback, at least to the 20, before the end of the year ends. Here's the Russell. Russell, nice little bull flag here on low volume, classic. Really, really nice little spot here. Watch the Russell today. I do like it. And as you can see here on low volume, this is a perfect bull flag situation where we have low volume pullback. Let's see if we break out of this. If we do break out of this, then I do think that your first step, we're going to definitely clear this area here. We should at least clear this area on this first breakout. And then, of course, we will look for resistance up to this area here. And as you can see, this thin zone. So this is an easy flush up. So, your secondary leader here, besides from the transports, is showing a bullish sign. So, I would lean towards, higher prices yet again. I mean, I know it's insane, but that's exactly what we're looking for. And again here, the Qs just kind of sitting here at the upper end of this range. And if it could take this out, then I definitely see some higher prices. I would love to see the market, kind of get a deeper pullback, a little bit more of a flag into their respected 20-day moving averages on these 5 indices that I just showed you. And then if we could get that stabilized a little bit, then kind of break back to the upside, that would unwind a lot of the overbought readings in the indexes and in certain sectors and stocks, and then that will give us more fuel to rally going into the end of the year. So we'll see. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll speak to you on Monday. Take care.